it's just an indicator of what this company is truly capable of. And to think of something like this, just from a video game, it gives me hope that eventually we're going to see another sports car on the road with a Toyota badge in front of it, buying it. Now, also regarding our commitment to research and development, we've sold over 25 million vehicles here in the United States, rather produced over 25 million cars and trucks here in North America for sale here for our customers here throughout the great nation of the United States. And we have, as Brian mentioned earlier, 10 plants. One of the largest ones in the world, in fact, Toyota Motor Manufacturing in Georgetown, Kentucky. It's where we make the Toyota Camry, the best-selling car here in America. And we have over 1,800 dealerships in North America alone. And of course, as you know, throughout the rest of the globe, we have dealerships all over the planet selling these amazing vehicles. And noticeably here in America, we just celebrated the creation, or rather the building of our 3 millionth engine here, right here in the heartland in Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Alabama. So as Brian so aptly put earlier, you know, our presence here is great, but more than anything, Toyota strives to reinvest in the economy and make vehicles by Americans for Americans, and we're really excited about that. And the fact that this Highlander is now 100% built in America. In fact, many of you know the Highlander being produced in America now is going to be in short supply, transported to the European countries. So we're just really pumped about, again, putting money back into the American economy and giving jobs to Americans that deserve it and are proud to make these vehicles. So we talked about a lot this afternoon, and like Brian said, we think, you know, Toyota really prides themselves on making vehicles that cater to anybody's lifestyle, regardless of what stage of it you're in. But the Highlander is just a great example of a vehicle that does it all. Whether through its luxurious styling, its truly inspiring interior, its family-friendly features, or the fact that it's even safer than it's ever been before, this Highlander can fit into anybody's life, regardless of where they are with that. So, you know, enough talking. I think everybody came here today to, of course, look at this vehicle firsthand and drive it. But before we do that, we, of course, want to invite you to ask any questions that you might have. As we said earlier, you know, there's a number of us here to help you. Brian, myself, and Bob can take any questions you might have. If you do, great. If not, we'll be happy to show you the vehicles outside and go over anything you might think of out there. But does anybody have a question now? Yeah.
Two questions.
Sure.
One regarding the FT1
Yes.
show. Is there a shift in the strategy or vision of Toyota? Because the first time I saw that concept, I really liked it, but it seems like Toyota is now looking into exploring going back, obviously, in the sports car. But isn't that what Lexus was doing and what Scion was doing, trying to appeal to a younger audience?
You know, you're not alone in people who really like that car, and I'm glad you're interested in it. You know, when Akio Toyoda first took over as chairman and CEO of Toyota Motor Company, he said that he wanted to put the fun back into driving. And he made a commitment to Toyota and its customers to make vehicles that are fun to drive and fun to look at, meaning they're stylish. And I think the FT1 is a great representation of what's coming. So to answer your question, I truly believe that the direction's been changed with this company. You know, having been with Toyota for only 4 years, I've seen great change in the short time that I've been with the company. But some of my other associates who have been with the company for 10, 15, 20 years, I mean, hell, we all remember what the Tercel used to look like, right? And now we have some incredible vehicles. So the shift has definitely been made, and I couldn't agree with you more. We're definitely gearing to a different buyer and just trying to make our family grow even more than that.
How much has the TRD, the Toyota Racing Division, how much has that influenced the development of your cars?
You know, TRD is a great part of our brand, and you can see that a lot, not only our cars, but also in our trucks. For instance, Tundra TRD, which was just recently introduced to the public, got great reception, and everybody seems to like it. I can tell you, not being on the engineering or design side, you know, I don't know myself personally just how much it factors into it, but I can certainly tell you that it does. You know, on a percentage basis, I don't know what it is, but I can tell you that TRD is firmly rooted in the design of all these vehicles, not just sports cars and concept cars like that, but even the Camry, even the Highlander, even the Avalon that got such great press for being a luxury vehicle. Toyota Racing is right alongside these designers, influencing their decisions, and you see that as these cars are becoming more athletic and sporty. So it's definitely something that's happening, and it's happening quickly. To your point.
Just one last question about the vehicle that you have outside. Just very specific about the towing package. What is it? It's just
Okay, so what does it include?
the element.
So we have a tow prep package. I have a supplemental engine cooler and a bigger fan to keep the engine cool as well. And I'll have a transmission cooler. So it doesn't include a hitch, but you can attach a hitch to it.
Okay.
Yeah. That is your
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's your price range for the new ones?
That was my question.
For which the Highlander in particular.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, we have all grades outside, right? We have LE through hybrid.
The only one we don't have represented is the Plus.
Okay, so we have a pretty good footprint of what the range is going to be. The LE being our least expensive, our entry-level model, and Highlander arguably being the most expensive. The prices do range for different regions, and in Southeast Toyota being a private distributor, our price is a little bit different than what they are nationally. So our vehicles outside are being supplied here by SET, so they'll be a little bit different than what it might be across the country, but it's a lot more equipment for less money than what it was last year. So the price is going to be comparable to what it was before, but we feel they're better packaged, and you'll see firsthand what they cost outside with all the Monroney. We've given you as much information as we can, so all the Monroneys are outside in every single vehicle, so full disclosure, full transparency, everything's out there. You resting or you got it?
No.
Okay. I get confused sometimes. I don't know if this is rest or if it's a question.
Well, this may have been a question you asked, but just out of curiosity, because Toyota put so much into the design of the vehicle, and certainly there are a lot of factors that are taken into consideration in terms of the family, the target audience that you have. And it's very women-centered, if you will, because they're making the majority of the decisions in terms of what they're buying for their families. So in terms of the makeup of the design team, are there some females? I mean, I've not met them and don't know if there are in the whole mix up. I'm just interested, sorry. No, well, maybe so.
I was going to say, if you could sketch something out, I mean, we could put you. You know, one of the things that's great about Toyota is we're a diverse manufacturer.
Right.
Not only in the products that we offer to our customers, but also in the people that work for us. You know, the three of us in this room are a great example. Myself, I was born here in the United States, but my family's from Cuba. Brian Fermetta, same thing. Bob's a kid out of Boston. You know, and granted, while we're three men, we also have some great women in our company as well that come from all throughout the United States. So in all facets of our company, not just in design, yes, of course, Christy's great as well. I see you. I think to answer your question, just in the representation that we have here today, it mirrors what Toyota does, not just on the design side, but in product planning. Heck, even in the factories. I mean, I've seen women sometimes outnumber the men in terms of the assembly lines. So your presence is well felt, trust me.
And then real quick, just to elaborate on that. So the Calty design team, the design, help engineer, and hopefully make Highlander that's outside today, there's women on that design team, which I think is maybe...
It's ridiculous. I mean, I saw that what you're saying. I was just curious if
Yeah, there's a few women on there. There was women also involved in the SC1 concept. There's some cool pictures of that team.
Yeah.
being